Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to Werewolf Wednesday. This is Brother MCS from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. For those who follow on Restream, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I know I'm running a little bit late right now, brothers and sisters, but I was feeling it had a long day today or yesterday, and I had to give me some sleep. Had to take me a little nap, uh, but I'm here. So it's Werewolf Wednesday slash early morning Thursday. I was trying to take me like maybe an hour and a half nap and overslept a little bit, but here I am. Let me share out this link. There we go. Let's see who we got here. I'm gonna share it out. We got Ernesto Hernandez, Juan Avila, Sister Edna Wilson. How y'all doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing great. Uh, there we go. It's not a Werewolf Wednesday without cocaine werewolf. That's what they named him because of the white nose. Uh, so here we go. So how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing great. Said I'm starting a little bit late. Uh, sometimes when your body is telling you to get some rest, you got to follow the orders. So that's exactly what I did. Today I'm wearing this cap here. It says I uh walk with Jesus. Then it says there I love Jesus. And I do got a werewolf shirt on also. Let me see if I can share it with you. There we go. Oops. Look at that sucker. wearing that werewolf. I've been doing my workouts and everything, trying to stay active and all this. I just want to talk about certain things before we start the show, brothers and sisters. When I started doing this not even this podcast or whatever you want to call it, a place where people can come, where they feel safe, a place where we can go into prayer for anybody, because nobody's perfect. We are sinners, right? Some kind of way. This is not a perfect world. There's people that walk in different paths, but sometimes uh, the Heavenly Father places people in your path for a reason, right? And they come from all walks of life. Some could be on the bad road, as in doing drugs. Some could be drinking. Uh, you got some that could be homosexuals, right? But I'm not the one to judge anybody what they put on their shows or anything like that. That's a personal choice. If you want to put a homosexual that is almost naked on your show, no, that's your personal choice. Because of course you've got an agenda. You're trying to get down to certain things or whatever. Well, I see it the same way, right? But you see, to me, it's not. To me, it's about helping people that the Heavenly Father places in my path, not making, how should I say, pacts or deals with people that have chosen to be in a certain path and they continue to do a certain path, right? No matter how much you talk to them, they're not going to change their path or beliefs because that's where they're at. Me personally, what I do with those people is I just continue moving on forward and help with those that I can help, right? Uh, and that's what I do here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. When the Heavenly Father places people in my path, I help them through prayer because that's what the Spirit lets me to do is pray for them and hoping that when the prayer goes into full effect, that they have the opportunity. It's a personal choice to ask God for forgiveness and repent for their sins because that's the mission, right? For those chosen ones that are here, children of the light, our mission is to awaken our brothers and sisters, right? Those that we can try to awaken, but there are some that are bonded. There are some that are bonded. They're not going to change the ways. They're going to die with their beliefs because that's what they're about. That's what they are. You know, uh, that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to get affiliated or bring somebody like that on the show. At the same time, yeah, it's about respect and all that. But when you deal with unclean spirits, demons, DDN, that's been the story of my life. Brujas, lechuzas, shapeshifters, skinwalkers, uh, you name it. I've dealt with it in Germany, Nosferatu. I believe I was in the den of werewolves. Uh, Luckily, the Heavenly Father or the Holy Spirit entered that man, this big man, that was huge, humongous, that was able to open the door for me so I can slide right out of there, right? And he told me, "You're lucky." So I've been in those situations when people talk about the lion's den, right? I've been there. I've been there. So when I created this group, brothers and sisters, it was just originally was called Positive Spiritualist. That's where where I was doing my spiritual works. I'm positive spiritualist on Facebook. I was doing the good works. I was doing good works there, and I was talking about a I was maintaining Love Foundation. That's not a no gimmick. That's the real deal. I've been saying it for a very long time about I was maintaining Heavenly Love Foundation. The reason I was saying that is because I was battling. Uh, Not everybody goes through the same spiritual test, but I was battling spiritually, brothers and sisters. I was fighting spiritually against the many, what people call the many. That sometimes they identify themselves as a herd, but we already know what was a herd in the Bible, right? There was a legion. So I was fighting spiritually against all that, all those demonic forces in Elms Grove, because they were coming for me in many, right? Uh, but with my faith and belief in Jesus Christ, I sustained the onslaught. This battle that I battled here, brothers and sisters, was not a couple of days. It wasn't where there's a guy that's going to come and say, "Look into my eyes. I'm going to cast the demons out of you." No, was a spiritual battle. It was a personal battle. It was something that I had to deal with. And for those that were looking from the outside, they wouldn't understand what I was going through. And it's better that they were looking from the outside than being near me. Because for those that did come near me, some of those people got spiritually attacked. Right? Those people that try to help me, but it was about them helping me. It was a battle that I had to overcome myself, a spiritual battle, in which I gained all this wisdom and knowledge when you fight spiritually against this unseen forces, spirit. Sometimes you rub against those energies, and you know what they're about. You know how they think, right? You know what they're about. You know how they can attack a person, especially their many. And you know that you have to go to immediate prayer and type out and become Jesus Christ's name, because you don't want them to enter your vessel. You don't want them to enter your foundation, right? So I'm a little bit different than most people because I've been there, done it. So I talk about the things that I talk about is the spiritual experiences, through real experiences, not nobody going saying no, mommy, no, not nobody uh, getting stories from people and putting them out there, not knowing if they're real or not. That's why I created my own group, so I can speak my own truths, right? And then I even give opportunity to people to jump on here. I rather have people to say so you can hear it from their voice, right? Or their voice to their experiences. At the same time, when you do the spiritual works, there's people that are gonna like you for the work, and there's people that are gonna dislike you of the work you do. Like for example, just about what I'm wearing right now. Walk with Jesus. I love Jesus. I know that's gonna trigger people that do not believe in Jesus Christ. I know it's gonna trigger people. They're dabbling in something, their own kind of arts, their own kind of witchcraft, because they're affiliated together. They're running a pack. Look, I know who you are. I've been knowing who the people are they're running the pack, the ones that are affiliated together, but I don't say nothing. The reason I don't say nothing is because what I'm hoping is that you're awakened spiritually, and you're gonna find out if you do awaken spiritually that what's within you is a lot greater than what you're dabbling in. That the relationship you can have with Jesus Christ will bless you with the spiritual gift of discernment that's a lot greater in what you're dabbling in. That's why I do the spiritual works. I know that I'm going to have a target on my back. I know people that are going to like what I'm saying. I know people who are going to dislike what I'm going to say. But that's life. To me, it's been like that since I was a kid. That's what people don't understand. Uh, that to me is not about something that happened 3 years ago, 5 years ago. It's a lifetime for me. This is what I was chosen for, to be in this path, and this is the way I am. I've been doing this, fighting spiritually all my life, brother and sisters. How you doing, cousin Jesse? I see you there. I'm going down the list right now. It's been a lifetime of me being this way, brothers and sisters. I'm trying to catch up to the comments. There we go. Caught up to the comments. So I'm just letting that out right now. I felt that I have to talk to the people here. If you want to be affiliated in the group, hey, that's your personal choice, right? The things that you do, the things that you want to dabble in, hey, if that's your choice, if that's where your path in your life takes you right now, that's your choice. Uh, I'm just letting you know that the going that doing the works through Jesus Christ is more powerful than anything that anybody might be dabbling. Whoever's dabbling in this panel, that the power of Jesus Christ is a lot greater. That's all I'm letting you know. That it's a lot greater. Um, Look, the Heavenly Father is with me daily. He's the one that when I would say when I wake up, but sometimes I don't sleep at nighttime. So I'll say early in the morning before I go to sleep, I manage to do my workouts. He gives me the strength to do the workouts that I do. Everything that I do in life is because of him. I wouldn't be here without him. I would have been gone a long time ago, numerous times throughout my lifetime. But when you're protected by the Heavenly Father, he wants you to rise to the occasion. He wants you to keep on fighting. Uh, he don't want you to give up. And the reason I say this is because I've been gone numerous times, brothers and sisters, uh, from this world. But he always brings me back because he knows that I do walk with a Heavenly Love Foundation. That as all throughout my life, there's unseen forces that've been trying to take me out. I even have those, how should I say it, uh, those uh, spiritual war marks, or yeah, yeah, not marks. Yeah, well, I'll say it, a mark, but I'll say it as in, what's the word I'm looking for here? Wounds, right? Where I battle spiritually. The scars. That's the word I was looking for. The scars. I have it. I have the scars. I've seen loved ones get infiltrated by the unseen forces. They changes their demeanor. I've seen that happen to people where they can enter somebody, be there temporarily, and then jump out of them. So basically, what I'm saying is that I've been fighting all my life, and that's good that I do have people that have my back and stuff like that. But when I have Jesus Christ in my path, in my life, he's the one that's been there for me all my life. He's the one that's been there defending me and protecting me all my life. So that's why my faith maintains loyal to Jesus Christ. There's nothing that anybody can say There's no stories that somebody can tell me that's going to convince me otherwise. Like I said yesterday, uh, people want to believe in freaking dragons. Go ahead. People want to believe in fairies. Go ahead. People want to believe in Bigfoots and other things. Go ahead. But I would say to you this: believe in Jesus Christ. Walk with Jesus. And right here, I love Jesus because I've been walking with Jesus Christ all my life. Even though the enemy's going to try to test you, it's going to try to do things that happen in your life in which it's going to want you to hate. It's going to want you to anger. It's going to want you to go astray from your faith and belief. He's going to want you to go against Jesus Christ because it's what it does, right? The unseen enemy. And the unseen enemy just doesn't come spiritually, it comes through people because there's people out here that are trying to convince you otherwise about Jesus Christ. Uh, I've seen it. I've seen it happen all my life. But I maintain my faith with Jesus Christ, with the Heavenly Father. Uh, I know I'm here for a reason. Spiritual scars, yes. Spiritual warfare, it exists. This is why I created Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. I figured if I overcame the attack, the war that I battled in Elms Grove that lasted 10 years, it was a 10-year war that I fought. It was a daily thing. Uh, I would barely get any rest. Fought it for 10 years in Elms Grove Estates, the spiritual war, where people didn't understand what I was going through. They never bothered to ask. They never bothered to ask to what I was going through. And if somebody did ask, I would say, uh, "You just don't understand. I don't want to. Do you understand what I'm going through? You know, I want to tell nobody what I was going through. But what I was doing is annotating things, keeping the evidence from. I used to have a lot of videos. People targeting me because I believe these people that targeted me, they were evil because they sent them for some reason to hate. They didn't know who I was. They targeted me and they eliminated my Facebook, my original Facebook of Positive Spiritualist, right? The main Facebook is connected to your group. So they eliminated my evidence, some of my evidence, but I still had some evidence. And Cocaine Werewolf is right here to let you know that, yeah, I was fighting spiritually because I have captures of these demonic forces that were coming up against me. You see? So the people that were attacking me, they're they don't know, but they were being used, right? They're like, we need to stop this Abe Sias because he's bringing the spiritual aspect of things into. We don't need that in this community. It's going to ruin our reputation that the Bigfoot was a hoax. It was a person in a costume. You know, it's going to bring the truth to light, and that's what I'm doing. I don't have no reason to lie, so I speak in truth. And when you speak in truth, then that's good because that's how I reach people, speaking the truth. But here you go. There's one of them, but he wasn't alone that day. In the original video, there was a lot more than that. That was trying to attack me in the woods, in the wood line. I was able to save one video, I think, and that video that I saved was man, there was a video that had everything where I got spiritually targeted big time, and that day they were coming after me, and there was many of them, you know. Uh, I'll give you an answer on that. My basic training was in Fort Knox, Kentucky. Believe it or not, Fort Knox, Kentucky, Disney Barracks, Bravo 213. I fought spiritually there. There was a lot of negativity in basic training. Uh, you know, where people come from different backgrounds, different beliefs. Yeah, I fought there, man. I had no choice. I had no choice but to protect the vessel. And that was the kind of activity that was really happening was more of a lot of people with hatred, anger, and of course generational curses. So they seen that I was good, so they come after me. So I had to defend myself, protect my vessel. Uh, I really, when you're in basic training, you really don't pay attention to much because you're secluded to a certain area. You're secluded to your room, to the latrine. You don't get to go roam around everywhere. I don't know if it's different now, but back then it was different. I've seen evil people. I've seen somebody throw a what do you call it? A soap party for a soldier that was messing up. Was asleep. I seen a lot of people running. They covered this guy with a blanket and start hitting him with socks and stuff. And I was upset at what I seen, and then they took off running. And because this guy kept on messing up, and they kept on smoking us. So that right there by itself is, it's not cool. Uh, and then I've seen a lot of more other evil, everywhere I've been when I was in the military, whether it was Germany, whether it was in Operation Desert Storm or in Fort Hood, Texas. I've seen a lot of things. Yeah, there's a lot of activity in those bases. But getting to the point that I was talking about, man, I've battled, man, for 10 years. So what happens when you battle for 10 years? You gain wisdom and knowledge, right? Because if I'm talking to you right now, it's because I overcame the spiritual battle through Jesus Christ. So what happens when you fight the enemy for 10 years and you overcome him finally? You gain wisdom and knowledge. And that's why I'm here to share my wisdom and knowledge to the people. You know, I just wasn't battling for myself. I was protecting my family, my son, my next of kin, family members. But all this, that we are many, the herd, the many names that they call themselves. I fought them. I fought them spiritually through Jesus Christ. That's one thing. I never forgot my faith and believe in them. No matter the thoughts that will come into my mind or the pictures that I was being shown, uh, they have a lot of hatred and anger in them. There's no love in the Legion, brothers and sisters. There's no love in them. A lot of anger and hatred. They want destruction. DDN to somebody they're not demonic Nephilim. They want destruction. They want to eliminate all of God's creations. That's what their main mission is, right? So they have no love in them. So how are you going to overcome them if they don't got no love in them? It's simple. With a heavenly love foundation. You can't fight them physically. You can't fight them with a sword. Certain individual in Kentucky, the things that he can kill a dog, man. You can't fight him with a sword. I'm just here to let you know you can kill him with a weapon. The only way you're going to be able to fight spiritually, but you have to be on the right path. You have to have a relationship with Jesus Christ in order to be able to fight against this unclean spirits. You have to maintain a heavenly love foundation always. You have to be on the right path. You have to have forgiveness, can give power of belief, have no hatred or anger, no vengeance, and you have to forgive. Because this spiritual warfare, man, you know, uh, can be very uh, tiresome when, I mean, I fought it about, the what I fought in Elm School was about 10 years. It was like a daily thing. Uh, and I fought many battles, spiritual warfare uh, throughout my life. But that one right there, man, when they decided they wanted to take me out and ambush me, I got a picture of them when they're coming from the sky. When they talk about the void in the sky, well, I got evidence of how they work. They look like unclean spirits or like little tornadoes. The way they're trying to hit around me. Yeah, it's spiritual warfare is very real, but the Heavenly Father is my protector, and He is my avenger. So what we got? Let me catch up to these comments. Anybody got any questions of what I'm talking about? Any questions dealing with what I'm talking about? Yeah, the spiritual warfare that exists. I mean, uh, all my life I've battled spiritually against things that people wouldn't understand. This since I've been 3 years old, and I'm 56 now. For 53 years out of my life, that's how it's been. Like I would say a roller coaster ride, but I've been fighting spiritually for many years. Makes me who I am right now, and I see how some people don't understand. Some people don't understand what I'm talking about because not saying that they're not up to my level, which that could be one, right? Because I've been battle tested spiritually, physically. I mean, I've been in combat physically, but battle tested spiritually. So there's still people that do not understand what I'm talking about when I speak here on spiritual encrypted encounters. How how much in spiritual depth I'm talking about. So sometimes I have to tone it down some so people can understand what I'm talking about. Some of y'all might. So by a hands up, I'll say, has anybody fought spiritually for 10 years at a daily basis? I'm talking about, and this is the basis I'm talking about. It's like you're swimming and you're drowning. It's like you're stuck in quicksand, or it's like you're being suffocated, being choked out. That's how that's how in depth I'm talking about. 10 years I fought there like that in Elms Grove. I just thank God that I was able to overcome what I went through there. That's right, cousin Jesse. So I'm just saying, for those that are infiltrating, you just don't know, man. You don't know what you're dabbling in. You don't know that you're being deceived, but what you're dabbling in, they're deceiving you, man. They don't want to have some kind of deal with you. For those that are dabbling in the dark arts, they don't want to have no deal with you. They want you dead. That's what they want. They want to destroy you. And that's dealing with anybody that's dabbling with witchcraft and orchidmancy. Those things that you're making deals with, they think they're giving you some kind of power. They're deceiving you. I'm just here to try to free you from that, but it's a personal choice. It's a personal choice. So I know you might get offended because you might have a negative attachment because of what you're dabbling in. There's this negative attachments that come with that. They say that guy HCS, that's your enemy. Yeah, if you're affiliated with the DDN, the Legion, the Dark Arts, well, yeah, I guess you could say I'm your spiritual enemy. But if you're still here in the flesh, I believe I can still save you because you're still here in the flesh. It's when your flesh leaves that I might not be able to do nothing for you. But while you're still here alive and you have the opportunity to ask God for forgiveness and repent for your sins, then there's a possible chance that I can save you from your fate of what they're trying to do, what the true picture is behind that. Uh, that's why I do spiritual encrypted encounters. Not that I don't know what you're about. Not that I know that you think you have some kind of power, that maybe I ain't nobody because I believe in Jesus Christ. I've been onto y'all for a very long time. I'm just trying to help y'all, trying to save your soul, man. Trying to save your soul. That's what I'm trying to do. There's certain things, some of this DDN or the Legion. There's certain people I remember when they have somebody demonized where the people cross against me. This DDN, this today I'm talking about the spiritual aspect of the lycanthrope, the werewolves. I'm taking about the spiritual aspect of that. This thing that you're seeing on the panel right here, that's demonic in nature, brothers and sisters. It's a manifestation. It's a manifestation in which they take beastly manifestations and they come in numbers because they want to put the fear factor on you, right? But they can only manifest a certain way. Depends on the person, right? Depends on the person. Me, when I was in that wooded area right there, I went into prayer. I was talking about the Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ. I'm doing a live, and I'm talking about the Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, right? And you could say, I'm not going to say I was bait, but in a sense of way, I kind of was, right? But I was able to capture the things that are out there because they see the light. When you're walking with a Heavenly Love Foundation, they see it. Just like they see the light, the people that are dabbling in things, they know they know what I'm about. That I'm the real deal, spiritually through Jesus Christ. I'm the real deal. Uh, I'm not like this other guys that make the videos talking about no mommy, no mommy, no, or a guy walking around in the woods with two swords in his hand, saying he's going to kill a saber-toothed tiger. Those right there, those are like how should I say, blind people, because they don't know what they're dealing with. They're blind. They're clueless. They're clueless of what they're dealing with. I'll say it like that, clueless. If the guy with the two swords is going to run into, as skinny as this guy is, as big as these things are, and he's challenging them. That's the worst thing you can do, is challenge something. I mean, you challenge something to fight you. That's why you got to attack spiritually, because that's how they attack spiritually. You're inviting something for spiritual warfare, or when somebody says, "Look into my eyes and come into me," well, you're living yourself, putting up yourself a failure. When you're telling this DDN or the Legion to enter your body, you're corrupting your vessel. You got to maintain your vessel. You got to keep your foundation protected with the heavenly love foundation. You got to keep it clean, right? You know, just trying to get a little bit more in depth here with y'all to the most things to the things that I can say to you that maybe you can understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, brother, cousin Jesse, it's late. I started a little bit late. I started a little bit late because I had to get some rest. So my body was telling me to take a nap, so I took a nap, and here I am. I'm live. So I showed the video. I'm going to play the video a couple of times. The original video of when I was fighting. You say, I've been fighting all my life, but what I went through in Elms Grove, it was a thing where it happened for many years, and I kept on fighting through Jesus Christ, through the Heavenly Father, and I grew spiritually, to a whole different level. Like I said, some people are not going to understand because they want to believe in other things from the past. The I'm going to tell you right now, the past is a past for a reason, right? I can tell you that Jesus Christ does exist because it was through him that I was able to overcome, you could say, the legion, or the unclean spirits are coming after me. It was through Jesus Christ that I overcame all that, because I walk. At that time, I was walking in faith and believe in Jesus Christ. I would do a lot of prayer, but I grew spiritually to who I am now. You went to the old house, cousin Jesse? Yeah, there's activity there, man. Camp out at nighttime, see if the lights turn off by themselves, which they shouldn't. There's no electricity there, but yeah, there's a activity there at night. If you stand on the side of the house, up where the kitchen is, at nighttime, so you're gonna see a light turn on. It's gonna get very, very bright. You're gonna see somebody in there. I'm not gonna say who. You're gonna see somebody in there in that kitchen, and then all of a sudden, the light's gonna go away and they're gonna be gone. I've seen that when I used to live there back in the day. I guess you can call it a paranormal haunting, where there's, I believe that this energy that it is coming from the spirit that's there. But a lot of activity there. A lot of activity there, man. I don't think it's a spirit of the individual. I'll say more. a what do you call it? An entity. Could be something that he has the ability to give a surge of power that lights up the that room like there's electricity, but it goes real bright, and you can see who's in the light. You know, uh, but yeah, there's a lot of activity there. And this light that shines is like a golden light. It's not a regular light, like a light from the house. It just shines and shines and shines and shines very bright, like a golden light. And you're able to see who's in there in the light, and then it just disappears. Maybe spiritually they're fighting. Their spirit has enough energy to be able to fight spiritually wherever the spirit is. You know, they're fighting constantly because they have that energy, spiritual energy. I think the energy that they're fighting with is with a heavenly love foundation. That's the heavenly Father provides all that. You know, that's how the unseen enemy can see you because they see the heavenly light in you. You know, so what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna show you the original video where I got cocaine werewolf. Let me look for it real quick. You see, I used to have a long version of it. Just I need to look for it. It's probably in my archives. But you know, Facebook is deleting videos and all kinds of things. Now I know there's a lot of people that were in cahoots to come up against me. I've been knowing. I just try to give people the benefit and the doubt. The only question I have to say about people is like the people that I try to help. Yeah, they've come up against me a certain way, but I still believe I can help these individuals because I don't think they're fully committed spiritually in what they're into. That I believe I can help them spiritually. That's what do the works that I do. Uh, but yeah, that's what spiritual encrypted encounters is different than many groups. Now I'm going to tell you why I do the lives the way I do it. Now, if it was up to me, I would do them 7 times a week. I just thank my wife that she's understanding, and she knows why I do these lives because to me, it's my spiritual mission, my spiritual duty to do these lives because I know people go through things daily they might not understand. So that's why I'm here. I do the lives at nighttime. And you see, I don't ask for a single penny, brother and sister. To me, it's not about the tithe. To me, it's about in true love from my brothers and sisters is about helping out my brothers and sisters, right? That's what I do these lives. Is to help out my brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters in Christ. Let me see what I can find for y'all, brothers and sisters. Let me look for the original video of Cocaine Werewolf. of when I captured all this imagery. The original video, I'm going to go all the way back to the archives. These archives are in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters on YouTube, Spiritual Encrypted Encounters on TikTok, and Spiritual Encrypted Encounters on Facebook. That's where you're not just going to find the archives of the short reels, but you're going to find pictures. Will be on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters on Facebook and Positive Spiritualist. Let me get to the I think this is about the. I just was able to save a part of one of the videos. Here we go. Let's get to it. Yeah. There's one thing, man. I'm not trying to compete against anybody, man. I'm not trying to compete against anybody. To me, it's not about competition or about trying to say that this is the only group I'm trying to be the top group. It's not about that. To me, it's about helping out my brother and sisters. You see, that's the difference between me and all the other podcasts. That I'm here to help out spiritually because that's all the work that I'm doing. That's the difference between me and all the other podcasts. People, yeah, you can give free stuff, but I'd rather give the spiritual wisdom and knowledge to my brothers and sisters. If somebody's going through something, I could pray for them, and then they will understand what the Holy Spirit, the Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ is about. And that's why a lot of things, there's people that could be very smart. That they could talk a good game. They could talk the history. They can talk about all things of the past. But I know you're not talking about Jesus Christ. In which, if you're not talking about Jesus Christ, then what are you about? What are you affiliated with? You're affiliated with the things of the old. And the things of the old was erased from history, was destroyed for a reason. That's why you love to look into the past, things of the old. Why not pay attention to the now? Why not pay attention to what's happening right now in our world as I speak? Why do you want to live in the past when there's a spiritual war at hand? You got to prepare yourself spiritually to fight spiritually. And if you want the answers, well, the answers are here you go. Walk with Jesus. The answers are through Jesus Christ. He will teach you and guide you spiritually to overcome what's happening at present time. I know it triggers some people because they want to find some kind of proof or some kind of evidence or something. Well, I'm just letting you know, if you had a relationship with Jesus Christ, He will show you. You don't have to look into the past because, I mean, He is the Alpha, the Omega. He is the beginning, the end. Why not a better teacher than the Heavenly Father Himself? He is the beginning and He is the end. You don't have to look into anything that's written by man because He can show you in spirit. He is the teacher. So you really want to gain some wisdom or knowledge, try having a relationship with Jesus Christ. That's all I can tell you. Okay, I think I found the video. Let's do this. Let me share this. Yeah, you got to maintain your faith and believe in Jesus Christ. He is our anchor. He is our protector. He is our shield, and we can overcome through any trials and tribulations that's coming our way. But we have to do it through Him with a heavenly love foundation, and of course, we have to train our next of kin how to be able to fight the spiritual war, because that's what it has been, and it's gonna get a lot worse than than anything, because the veil is gonna be lifted. Once the veil gets lifted, then you're gonna be able to see all the things that I'm talking about, all the things that I've captured. You're gonna like, it's gonna be a thing where you're not gonna be able to fight in the flesh. You're gonna have to fight in spirit, spiritual warfare, man. It's it's here. It's been here. So let me share this old video from a long. I can't say how old it is, but it's an old video. Let me share it uh, with the viewers here. Oh, there it is. Let me try to. It says stop sharing. There we go. Let me find it. I'll make this picture bigger. I don't think I can get any bigger than that. Let me see what I'm saying here. If I can even understand what I'm saying. Me personally, I try to. I'm gonna rewind it some, and so you can see that a lot of the things in this video that they're around there. So I'm going to take it little one step at a time, and you're going to be able to see. Let me go from the beginning. This is an Elm's Grove, in the path of Elm's Grove. I might have to download this video and go slower so to be able to see the things better that's on here. But I'm going to show you where Cocaine Werewolf is at. There he is. There he is up here with the big ears and all. And right here, there's another one right here, standing right here. So you got the one up here and here. There's possibly another one right there to my right. Let me back it up a little bit. Some activity there. So let's take it one step at a time. Something here. There's several here. But there's Cocaine Werewolf up here. It's huge. Okay, what I'm gonna do when we go to the next one. Look at that one right there. It's a close up of it where it sticks out his nose, but I think I got a slower version of it. Here we go. Cocaine Werewolf is up here, and you got this one that's down here. He's going to stick out his snout. right there. There's several here. There's another one down here somewhere. And then there's another big one that's going to show itself right there. There it is. It's a big one right there. It's looking. There it is. It's like right behind me. I'm going to let it run. There you go. It's like right here. Put a línea. And look at that one, Primo. He's all. Is that another one that's all coco right there with his eyes all big right there behind me? You see it right behind me, but it's in spirit form, brothers and sisters. It's in DDM form. It's there, but it's not there because it's in spirit form. So it's not there in the flesh, but it has the capability to manifest, to be looking at you. There it is. Okay, let me go back to it, and I'll go up from real to real. I'm gonna play it one more time. Let me see if I got a song to it. This is slow mo. I'll take out the music because I don't want no music violations. Look, there's one standing right here. He was sticking out his snout. There it is. It's right here. It's a smaller version than Coke and Werewolf. Coke and Werewolf is huge because he's way up here. But there's definitely something else here. There's several, and there's many of them in there. Look, I'll play it so y'all can see. It sticks out his snout. There's several there. There's another one here. You see the other one here? So we know there's one here. There's another one here. Your cocaine werewolf up on the top. There's one here, and probably another big one here. But check it out. Look at the movement. There's gonna be some movement in the back there. Then you got the big one right there. There you go. Like it winked his eye or something. So before I could make it bigger so I could show the video, but YouTube's been acting funny. Look at that. Look at that one right there. It's right there. So let me go to the next video. So you can see it. Look at it. There it is. Close up of it. Okay, let me go up to the next one. There there it is. A lot of activity. A little bit faster. Look at the how he moves his face and everything. Right there. I remember when I was doing all this, you know, there's the evidence that I had, man. There was people that would tell me, "Hey, how come you just don't get rid of that? Get rid of that those videos. There's nothing there. Blah blah blah." Uh, I said, "No, it's because some of these people, man, they can't see in spirit. That they're not spiritually inclined. I'm spiritually inclined. That's why I'm sharing it with you. But if you just pay focus to the center of the picture, then you're going to be able to see everything that's there. Which there's a big one there. Let's see. You look at the center, you can see them. There they are. I think that one was a huge one over there, and there's another one right there to the left. Let me see how I can pause them. Pause it at it when it goes to it. There's a huge one here, a huge one also, besides this little one. Let me go back a little bit. There it is. There's a big one. There's a big one here, another one. But Cooking Werewolf is taller, but there's a huge one right here. Got a little one here. Got a little one here. But this huge one right there. There it is. Let me see if I can get a good picture of it. There it is. It's huge. There's the other one I was telling you about. It's right here. There it is. Look at that huge one right there. It's massive, man. It's massive. That's huge. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of that and save that. Let me get it to the right point. I'll take a screenshot of that one, brothers and sisters. That sucker's massive. Look at that one. It's right in there. But I think there's more than one, man. Back it up a little bit. Right there. There's a screenshot that I want. Let me go to the YouTube. So I can work on that. On the photo right there. Elms Grove is in Killeen, Texas. All right. Let me push play again. But you look at the other ones here, but this one is huge, man. That one's massive right there. Look at look at the size of that head. You got one here. There's going to be others. Let me push it forward a little bit. Yeah, that one's huge. I don't know how big the body is there. Uh, it could be let's go forward a little bit more. Look at that sucker. It might be the body right there. Look at that. That's a face. That could be the body right there. Like it's looking downward, like it's bending downwards. It's right there. Boom. I want to have to make a short reel of this one. Yeah, and then you got another big one right there. The surface is up. There he is, another one. But that's all in spirit. In spirit, and there's his might be a body right there. It's body, but it's all in spirit. Yeah, I'm gonna work on this video and download it and work on this video more. See if I could make it better. But let's go on to the next footage. It might be the same one again. Okay. So what else I got? Oh, this is the same video when I was entering the path. There's something that's going to be on the left side as I'm entering this path. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Is low to the ground. It's right here. Is low to the ground. Let me push play. You're going to see it open his mouth and close. I think it's going to show itself again in a moment. Let me see. Let me go to the next video because I made a show reel out of it where it's gonna be right there on the towards the ground. There it is. It's one ugly looking thing. Could be, I don't know what it is. If it's a coyote or there it is, right here on the ground. It's pretty big, but not as big as the others, but it's still there. Lower to the ground. There it is, looking at me. Maybe y'all see that one. I push play so y'all can see it where it's looking at me. It's still there. This is an old video, folks. There it is. It's here. There it is. See what else we got here. That's when I was first starting to create videos, and I don't know what kind of videos I had here. Wow.
It bends right over there, guys.
Check out this one.
But that's where the creek bends right over here.
Put on your headsets on, and turn on the volume, and listen to. I'm sure where it's at. It is right here. On this video, folks, I'll make myself look a little small. On this video, it literally says something. Put on your headsets. I want to play it because it says some vulgar language at me. It's not nice what it's saying. So here we go. Let me push play.
Over there, guys. But that's where the creek bends right over here. It bends right over there, guys. But that's where the creek bends right over here. It bends right over there, guys. But that's where the creek bends right over here. It bends right over there, guys. But that's where the creek bends right over here. It bends right over there, guys.
There you go. Very vulgar language. Not too nice, man. The thing that he was saying. The thing the vulgar language. I know for those who heard. It wasn't nice what it was saying. Yeah, it was being very disrespectful. It said, "Suck my something." But yeah, some of this, the energies when they surface up, it could be because of the water source and the limestone stores energy, so you're going to catch all kinds of paranormal activity around that. Feels like something's trying to get me sick. So let's put our mascot back up here. We get my mascot back up here. Cocaine werewolf. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of activity here in Texas. I live in Texas, Temple, Texas. But this photos here, they're from Killeen, Texas. I lived there. I lived there for about 25 years. Let me show you some more footage. I just gotta look for it. Okay. Let me show you this one. Keep the wolf alive. Here's another footage for you. This one is going to say run like 2 different times. See what y'all see. Okay, let me make that big for y'all. Here we go. Uh,
I seen something moving on the ground. Well, I seen some movement over there. I don't know what it was. I seen something moving on the ground.
Let me open up the volume.
Well, I seen some movement over there. I don't know what it was. I seen something moving on the ground.
All right.
Well, I seen some movement over there. I don't know what it was.
Okay, let me pause it. See what else we got here. There you go. That's where the Didion appears. The actual footage. He's all over this place. There he's right there. Let me take it up one more. There it is. He's opening and closing his mouth. This is I had to lower the speed so you can be able to see it. So I'm going to pause it where it's at in a moment. There it is. It's right here. It's looking. It looks weird right there because it looks like it's got like a white face. It's looking. This is when the sun was setting. It's right here. It's right here. There it is. It's going to open his mouth. It might have already opened it. I'll just push play so y'all can see it. I'll do a close up of it in a moment. I just wanted you to see the actual footage of it. It's pretty tall, a pretty tall one. It's like peeking over the trees. There it is. So, see what else I got here. There's another video of it. The many faces that he shows. There it is, right there. He was stalking me. Then moves, opens and closes his mouth. There it is, right there. Boom. You know when people talk about a fae, it's right here. It's already looking at me right there. It's right here. And push play. It's moving. There you go. It opens and closes its mouth. Let's go to the next one. There it is. It opens and closes its mouth, brothers and sisters. Like to tell me, I think one of the words that it said when he did that was Maranito, call me little pig. A peakai, peakai. Yeah, that's huge, in it, brother. So let's take a closer look because I got a couple of other videos of it closer up. This one I put some little bit of color in it. Let me get to the next one. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, check out this one that's going to be behind me. You're going to see it. They're like, it's in the same area. Oh, man. Okay, let me back it up. Let's see. What is this? It's cooking werewolf up here. Same one. See what is this is. I'm just going through the videos. There's another one right here. There he is. Watch. Boom. There it is. This was in the creek. Look at the ears. There's the face. I'll have to take a screenshot of that one. There you go. But you can see the face right here. Going to the next. Let me stop sharing this for right now. Yeah, I mean, I got all kinds of activity in those videos, man. Let me see if I can find another one for you. Uh, I got some activity where they're moving in disembodied four and they're on all fours, but they're like different. You know, they said that the DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim, were like in many different forms. Uh, there wasn't all giants. There was in different forms because the Watchers slept with just about anything. You know, with all kinds of creatures, not just women, but with animals. So that's why you got all kinds of creatures that look like animals. Some of them look beastly, right? Let me see if I can find another one for y'all. Let me look for it. There's a weird one right here that looks like a werewolf that's low to the ground, but it's one of those. I'll share it with y'all right now. Uh, that is low, very low to the ground. I do not know what it is, but you can see like the old kind of werewolves. Uh, it's black. Here we go. I'll share that with you. I'll pause it when you can see the face and everything and the teeth. It's low to the ground. There it is. It's hiding. It's moving its head right here. I'm gonna show you where it's. Here it is. Here it is. Right here. The mouth, the nose, the eyes, teeth. There you go. It was low to the ground. There it is. It turned its head. It's hiding right there. So let's show it again. It's right there. There it is. Side view of the head, the mouth, the eyes. See what else we got here. Oh yeah. You see the little one down there? I show them to you. I don't know what that is, but it's short. There it is, standing right there. Is that a duende or a little troll? It's short. It's standing right there. I'll push play. I'll go to the next video, see what else is here. It's probably dealing with the same thing. A close up version of it. What is this? Oh, to the next video. Uh, see what else we find here. I think it stopped working. There's some activity right there, right behind me. There's one literally right behind me here, brother and sister. Sorry about that. I was doing something on my phone. Let me see if I can show it to you. I'll pause it. It looks like he's got like some kind of fangs. I don't know what it is, but I was either capture it on the video. It's right here. There it is. It's right here. It's got fangs. You see the fangs on it? What it is that's got fangs here in the woods, I do not know. But whatever that is, it's got fangs like a vampire. It's got the fangs like of a vampire. You can see the fangs, the sides. I don't think that's the dog man. I don't know what that is, but whatever it is, he's literally got fangs sticking out of his mouth. Yeah, he's got fangs. He literally got fangs like a vampire, and it's right there behind me. Those, I mean, it's you can see them. You can see the fangs. There it is. I think that's the first comment I've seen in a while. It's brother Ronan saying that's freaky, Abe. Yeah, you can see the fangs on his, and it's looking at me. And that right there is not that tall. What it is, I mean, it's got fangs like a. When you think about fangs, either two things come to mind: fangs like a vampire, because the way they look, it looks like fangs of a vampire or a bat. Something with fangs. You can see the fangs coming out from the upper upper teeth. Could have been a chupacabra. I mean, what is that? I'm gonna take a screenshot of that one also. Let me see. I don't. I want to make sure I got it at the perfect angle so I can create it. Oh, there it is, and it's got eyes too. See the eye? How it opened up? Is it some kind of spider? What is that? It closes his eyes. There it is. So I'm gonna go to that and take a screenshot of that. Here it is. Let me move it a little bit further. What is that? It's got like different eyes, or I don't know. Here it shows him again. It shows his fangs right there. It's got an eye. There it is. All right, let's go to the next one, next video. There's something that's gonna appear right beside me. It's already looking right there. It's right here. It's way down low on the ground. And it's right here. There it is. Let me go back some. There it is. Right here, folks. Take a screenshot of that. All right. It looks like it's got his mouth open. I don't know what that is. Chupacabra? It looks like it got teeth too. It's got eyes. What is it? I don't know. Let's go on to the next one. What do we got here? Let's see what shows up. Let me me fast forward that one to the next video. What are we looking at? Okay, go on to the next, Let me see this one. What are we looking at? Right here, if you look at this, it's going to turn its head towards me. That's what we're looking at. Here we go. Something here is going to turn its head towards me. Here we go. It's turning its head. The little TikTok symbol takes it away from there. I'm just gonna scroll through the videos, brothers and sisters. There's the one right here in the ground. That's what this is capturing. But this TikTok symbol gets in the way. It's right here. And it's turning its head to the right. Let me see. I got a close up of it. I think I got a close up of it. Here we go. It's low to the ground right here. And it turned its head. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Oh, there it is up there. It's up on top, right there. See what this one? There's 1, 2, 3 of them that were following me on the trail. Yeah. So here, there's 3 of them that are following me on the trail. You can see them. There's 3 of them. I just took a screenshot, but there was 3 of them following me on this trail. And this one is from Temple, Texas. See how they look like dark shadow figures, and they have the eyes. There's 3 of them, 2 on the right side and 1 on the left that was following me. So let's go on to the next. Let's make it exciting. Let me show them to you. There's one here, and the other one here. I want to stop it at a photo that you can see them. One here, And here is 3. 3 is not a good number. It's another example of it. Right there. 1, 2, 3. Let me see what this is. Uh, I'm not sure. There's something here for sure. I just don't know. I call it the Gideon washers. That's the name. But there's something here. One here. Another one here. There's 1, 2, possibly more. I don't know. Let me go on to the next. Yeah, in this section, there's always voices there. Let me see if y'all hear what I'm hearing. I'll push play.
I keep on hearing something here. I keep on hearing something here.
All right, let me stop that. Okay, let's go on to the next. Here you go. Here's another one. Here it is when they were following me, folks. There they are. Or it's following me on the path. There they are. 1, 2. The other one's up here. Okay, let's go on to the next because we already seen that one. What we got going on here? I don't know. I circle to there, but I don't know. Let's keep on going. Uh, Go on to the next one. And the next. think I got a show reel of it, a close up of it. Here we go. One more, I think. There you go. You're gonna be able to see something here. See, we got one more. Go. There's a face right here. All right. That one to strain your eyes. We already seen him. Let me get out of here. See what else we capture here. This one, there's some eye shine, red eye shine at nighttime. There you go. From a nighttime investigation, we got red eye shine. All right. Red eye shine on that one. So let's go to the next video. What's this? See what we got here. Here it was, the eye shine. That's what that was. It's sure real of the eye shine. Did he end the movie real fast? See how it showed his eyes at me and it took off? I shine. But it moves fast. It was looking at me and it took off. Boom. Okay, let's go to the next one. What is this? There it is. The eye shine again in the woods. It was looking and it took off. Boom. Like a bat out of hell. It's another one. Some activity here. I don't want to strain your eyes with the light. So let me Definitely some activity here in the wood line. Let's go on to the next. This one is something standing here in my path. I don't know what the hell that is, and it's standing right here while I was in the woods. It's literally standing in front of me. But the weird thing is, and there it's got a little DDN right here beside it. There's a lot of activity here. I'll stop it on the best. There we go. There's a good one. So you got the little DDN right here. You got something here that wants to take form, almost human like. It looks like it's got a little, like, I come in peace, like it's coming from a different freaking planet or something. And it's right here, standing in front of me. Push play. I haven't played this one in a long time. This video. How you doing, Sister Madeline Shep? Okay. Yeah, till this day I don't know what that is, but it's standing right in front of me, man. It's like I come in peace, but I think it could be a chipchiter skinwalker because that's what they do. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of activity when it comes to the spiritual aspect of things. There's a lot of activity in this photo. The thing here is here, and there's something here. But this one is definitely on top of the ground. There you go. There's another one out. I would have to go back into the woods, but man, the grass is pretty high. I don't know if I want to enter it. There it is. What this is, I do not know. But if you look at the bottom right here, it kind of looks like a head, like a native head, right? But then I don't know what this. I'll have to take a closer look at it to see what it is. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. So let's go on to the next one. Oh, this is a man. What happened there? Oh, it sent me to a whole different location. It took me out of where I was at and sent me somewhere else. Okay, let's see what this is. Push play. I think it's right here. Something here in the back, standing there by the wood line. Uh, let's see this one. Is this the creepy one? I'm gonna push play here. I'm thinking this might be, and I'm seeing something there, but no, that's not the creepy one. There's something here, but let me press forward. I think I was trying to show something here that is there, but this is from Elm's Grove. There you go. This one's from Elms Grove. Possible shapeshifter skinwalker. Possible, I don't know. Go to the next one. Same one. But this is a possible Wendigo. How you doing, Sister Paula? Yeah, there's something definitely going on with the connections. This one here is a possible Wendigo. If you see it at two different angles, it looks like a skeleton of some kind of animal. But then if you look at the other way, it looks like somebody looking at me sideways. But I believe possible Wendigo. This photo was captured in Elms Grove at nighttime. I heard something growling at me, and I took a picture, and that's what I captured. So let me go a little bit more. Here's the one of the. There it is, where it opens and closes the mouth. The one I showed y'all earlier. We already seen this one earlier. But I'm gonna go on to the next one. What we got here? What we looking at here? Oh yeah, something passes right in front of me. That's what I'm looking at. Let's see. You know, I'll tell you that the Diddy move like an unclean spirit. Check out, check out when it passes in front of me. There it goes. But it was moving hell of a fast. Look, shoom, it passes right. There were several that passed in front of me. So they literally crossed right in front of the path. I'm gonna have to go debunk that video in more in depth, like lower down the speed. But it passed in front of me. In spirit, there you go. Yeah, because they're moving at a high rate of speed, so it looks like a blur. There you go. Let's see if I can pause it on the move. Okay, I'm gonna go forward. There it is. So you can see how fast it moves. There's the spirit or the unclean spirit passing right in front of me. Had a short reel of it. There's this one where the Diddy end comes out of nowhere, and it has to. It shows us up to the camera. There it is. Then I got a slower version of it, but this is a regular speed. Appears and disappears. When we're talking about messing with the matrix. So let's go to the slower version of it. I made one for slow version purposes. There we go. Boom. And it's gone. I'll share that one right there. Let me go to y'all, see what y'all saying in the chat. There you go. You can see it right there looking at me. And this is a slow motion. Y'all seen the regular speed where it's moving real fast. I'll show y'all the regular speed one more time. But there it is right here. This is a slow motion. Here's the regular speed. It's in and out. All right. On to the next. What we got here? Hmm. I don't know what I'm looking here. I think it's something. Let's see. Hmm. All right. See what else we capture here. Don't know. Huh. Some of these photos are other stuff on them. I just need to look for it. You know, just a little bit of tired tonight. think whatever is here is up here. Let me fast forward it. Something up here. Let me see. I'll have to go back to this. Let me go on to the next. This one, there's something here, definitely right here, and it's huge. There's several other ones there, but this one for sure you can see it. That one's big. There it is. See that sucker? There it is, folks, right here. Dang it. Right here. It's a huge one. It's a big one. Take a screenshot of that. Yeah, they do come out in the open. I think I have a couple of videos of that. Let me see what else is it here. This is, believe either something angelic or something in front of me in my path. Watch. Let me push play. If it allows me. There you go. Check out this video. Something standing in the path beside me, then it takes off. It flies away. I believe that there could be like an angel that was protecting me, but it's standing right there beside me. And then it flies away, but it moves at a high rate of speed. It's standing right there beside me, then it's gone. There you go. Go. I think I already been through those comments. All right, let me see what's next. I think it's a slower version of it, or the faster is a slower version of it. We've already seen that one. Okay. Oh, got here? Hey, let me get out of here for right now. Take a little break. The eyes, when you're showing the videos, it just like messes with you some. Yeah, I believe so. It's not a force field, brother. OZ. It's more of they're vibing in a different spiritual frequency. It's more of a spiritual thing. So they're blending in with the environment, with the elements, in which they're able to, you could say, in a form of camouflage itself with the elements. And if they're vibrating in a different energy, vibrating in a different frequency, then they're able to blend in. That you're not going to be able to see them. You're not able going to be able to sense them. But if you're vibrating in their frequency, then you might be able to sense them and see them. It's kind of like when you mess with a radio, trying to get the radio station, and there's a lot of static, in which, of course, you're going to catch a lot of activity. You know, you're going to catch a lot of magnetic activity where your hairs are going to stand up. You might have a your stomach cramping up on you. You might feel like you're getting dehydrated. You might have a headache. Those are some of the symptoms that can happen, or you might have the urge, believe it or not, of going to the restroom because your stomach is going to do 360s. It's going to it's going to act up. Yes, different frequency. Sometimes they'll hit you. It's more they'll zap you, and when they zap you, things can happen. For example, you might get the urge of urinating. You might get the urge of using the restroom. You might get stomach cramps. Your ears might ring. Uh, you might feel like something going into your mouth, right? Uh, your eyes might get blurry. Uh, your allergies might kick up, which are your nose and your eyes. Well, all those things when they zap you is because they're trying to find an opening to attack you. I think I have a picture of when they try to attack me out there that I had to get out of that area, man. Imagine, you know, and you don't want to urinate. And trust me, you don't want to urinate. You don't want to use the restroom uh, out there because that's a spiritual opening. That's how they attack. That's a succubus and an incubus attacks, right? They attack through in which demonic forces they attack through dirty places. The tear ducts is dirty because that's what sometimes you get the in Spanish we call them lagañas, right? Your nostrils, your ears with the wax, your nostril with the boogers, your mouth. If you don't brush your teeth like somebody from Oklahoma, they don't know what a toothpaste is or a toothbrush is. Um, of course, through your privates. So if you're out there investigating and you get the urge that you need to take a piss or you need to take a crap like two Jenny shits, that's a spiritual opening. Don't do it. My advice to you is suck it up. If you have to take a breather, breathe in, but don't breathe in too much. You just relax because if you breathe in, they're going to try to attack. So they're going to try to find a way in. So what I would suggest is do the sign of the cross, or say I type on rebuke in Jesus Christ's name, because that's what they're trying to do. I have a picture of me where they try to zap me, and they're trying to go in through these locations that I'm talking about. Let me find the photo, and I'll send it to y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. You're more than welcome to ask any questions here. So they can zap you, drain your energy, and sometimes it feels like you got a stomach cramp, which leads to giving the urge to use the restroom, the one or number two. I'm just letting you know, hold it in, whatever you have to do, get out of the area, get in your vehicle. When you leave the area, say nothing's allowed to follow me, and try to make it home or to a gas station or somewhere so you can handle business, because sometimes you get zapped that hard that those are some of the things that happen uh, when they try to zap you or attack you spiritually. Let me find that photo real quick. What I'm talking about. If I can find the photo. Well, let me check over here. I might have it already. I just need to look for it. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but it's going to be hard for me to find this photo. Uh, so yeah, it's one of those photos that I got where I got zapped, and they're trying to attach themselves to me. I'll look one more time here. Found it, brothers and sisters. Let me share it with you. I found it. Here you go. I'm gonna share it with you. I'm even wearing my protection around my neck there in this photo. So right here, brothers and sisters, you can see the unclean. The when we talk about negative residue, sometimes they leave either they're unclean spirit, so they're going to be black. And when you capture them, like for example here, you see where it's targeted me in this photo. Is targeting me on my nose area, on my near my tear duct area. It's targeting me towards my ear. There's another photo where I have more black than this, and in my mouth because it's trying to find a way into my vessel. Right. That's why I'm looking at the camera the way I'm looking at it. Not that I was afraid, but I know that at that time when this was happening, I had to fight spiritually. So I was actually praying within myself. So imagine this: being out in the woods by yourself in the middle of a wooded area, and there's nobody else around you but you. You went up in a situation like this. What are you going to do? Well, what I did is I went into prayer. But yeah, it was trying to find a way in. See, uh, uh, it's black. It's trying to go in the mouth, trying to go into the tear duct. I saw that attack. They attacked the the unclean or dirty. Excuse me. Yeah. So I'm just giving you an example of what it can happen. That the picture it'll make you look different, like it's not even you because it's trying to find a way in. Thank you. Yeah. Let me see if I can light it up. Well, y'all can see it right there. It says, "I love Jesus. Walk with Jesus." I have all kinds of hats, brothers and sisters. So I figured I wore this today since I'm trying to maintain my faith, my faith in Heavenly Love Foundation, and you all seen what happened yesterday with some of the people that were trying to come in, people that don't believe in Jesus Christ, so they're kind of come disrupt the show yesterday. So I've thought about it. I'm trying to help out people. I'm trying to awaken them. Uh, but some people have already chosen how they want to be. They're not going to change. So I just got to move them forward. And that's if I have to block them from my group, I will. But I believe that I got to help out my brothers and sisters, even those that are being bonded. I got to try to find a way to free them from their bondage. That's why I'm sharing these videos, uh, like this picture right here. I think I have another picture. Let me look if I can find it. Do you want to see? Do you want to see a picture of a young spiritual Abe. I got an old picture here. That's right. Jesus Christ is always with us. It's an old picture when I was a kid. And we have a picture and we have a turkey in a picture with my grandfather. But I don't know if I want to share it because then people are going to try to target me about the picture. This is back in the like six and 75, somewhere around there. I won't share that one. I was like about hmm, around probably like 4 years old in this photo. There we go. So I'll take the picture off for right now. I want to show you all a picture. I want to show you a picture because, like I said before, I forgive people daily, man. Show your picture or something. Oh, who we got here? Oh man, I didn't. It's not showing. I'm gonna share it regardless. Look at that. Who's that right there? It's Sarcias. I was starting real bad that day at the conference. Who's that? Who's that right beside me? I was like, whoa, wow! Look what we got here. We got, we got. I ain't gonna make fun of him today, but I was having fun on this conference. I took pictures with a lot of people. But there he is, the famous saber-tooth tiger hunter. Yeah, you see Barton right there, man. You know, this is this is before. Wait, let me do something real quick. I dropped my phone, brothers and sisters. Here you go, Barton. You're like right there with me, man. You was even hugging me like this is an awesome guy. No, I took a picture with you, man, at the day of the conference. I have nothing against you in any kind of way, shape, or form. The way I've seen it is everybody's cool here. We're amongst friends. There's no enemies. We're amongst friends. Everybody's having a good time. it seems to be like everybody was having a good time. Larry was staying at uh, the other motel across the lake where I was staying at, and y'all were staying at the different one that was down the street from the convention, um, or the conference. But Larry was staying where I was staying at, so I would see Larry over there. I seen Larry eating breakfast and everything. There's something that Larry said to me, and he said, "Man, you should go and go to the other motel like this one and go over there, and but we had already made arrangements to where I was at across the lake, and it's like, why is he trying to get me to go to another motel where everybody's at when I'm already booked at this motel? Because I didn't know which motel everybody was going to be at. I just booked a motel, like like everybody does. But the question is, why did Larry, even though he was staying in the motel I was staying in, why would he want me to go book myself in the other motel? I didn't understand that, right? Why would he want me to stay in somewhere else where we're already at the book, the one we were staying at, which was the same motel but in a different location? But then when all this stuff happened, uh, was it Jenny was grabbing everybody and all that, and all this kind of stuff. I see now why uh, he wanted me to go over there, because they wanted to talk about something. So if this chick was going to be running wild or whatever, or somebody's going to want to try to start something, so they could have something to talk about. The convention or the conference didn't go well because certain things that me, I'm glad that I wasn't there with all the drama, because I wasn't there for the drama or the bullshit. I was there because I wanted to be there because Brother Josh Turner invited me. When Larry tried to invite me, he said, "Oh, I got tickets for you and all this stuff." I said, "Brother Larry, that's nice of you, but Brother Josh Turner already invited me." You know, that's what I told him. But yeah, he was trying to get me to go to the other location and stuff like that. So you're listening, Barton. Right here in this picture, you wasn't my enemy, man. I didn't even know who you were. Never heard about you. I had no reason to say anything about you in any kind of way, shape, or form, which I didn't, because or else I would have told you something there on that photo. I would have said something there, but we were cool, right? I had nothing against you. Now, I know you're Larry's friend, and Larry gets into a lot of people's heads. Some of those Hollies were there. They were from Texas, was there. Uh, Dirty ass, bitch ass, big titty Cluffington was there. So if y'all were already affiliated, and Hippopotamus was there, all these people that are in your camp right now, if you was already affiliated with them, then I'm not the bad guy. Uh, the bad guy is you. If you're affiliated with him then, and just to start a war with Paranormal Round Table and Brother Josh Turner, Sister Nella Turner, you're the one that started it. You just didn't know the person that's right beside you is a fucking warrior, right? Spiritual warrior, physical warrior. But I believe, of what all arrows point, that all of you were in cahoots. Not unless I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong, because when Larry started going off on the Turners, you didn't defend them. you came at me in a negative way after the conference, right? After the conference is when they started all the BS with Sister Madeline and all that. You couldn't do what you wanted to do at the conference, so then you decided, so well, let's send Cuffington in play, and he'll be the person infiltrating the camp. That's where Cuffington fell into all of this. He was the one infiltrating, but the truth was revealed when I deleted them and you stood up for Larry. What would you stand up? Is my friends list, right? My friend list. I can delete wherever I want. I know I made a video, but the thing about the video that I made, I was saying why I was deleting them off my friends list, right? Which got you pissed off. Why did it get you pissed off? Pardon? You got you pissed off because I was speaking the truth of what's happening, in which that broke what their true nature, what they really were trying to do. And it pissed you off because it messed up your game plan. Because I believe you were behind that. Just like the other folks that booted me up out of the group. I'm more sure they're affiliated with you too. And, it's because y'all want to keep it 100% cryptid. You want to keep it 100% that it's a blood animal creature. You want to believe it's a Bigfoot, a dogman, or whatever, right? But y'all did all the work for what? To make asses out of yourself. I'm sorry, Werewolf Wednesday, but I have to speak about this. But in this picture, this is before all the boat BS afterwards. I wasn't your enemy. You made me your enemy, right? Because that's what you wanted to do. That was part of your game plan. I was trying to tell Wolf, hey man, don't trust this guy. I was talking about all of y'all. Because I seen the things that when you defended Diary the way you did, I said, oh, these guys are up to no good. That's why I unfriended them. That was my first step, is to get disassociated away from them, because I already knew if I stayed affiliated with them, then you're going to try to say I'm part of your camp. That's why I unfriended them, and I talked about it, made a video about it, because I already knew y'all were up to no fucking good, and that's a God honest truth. Because I already knew what y'all were trying to do. Then you sent Cuffington my way, trying to say, I know you just made peace with Brother Josh Turner, but not that I want you to choose sides. Yeah. That's why I disassociated with you. I'm a man of my word. If somebody says I want peace and they're talking to me like a man, I'm going to respect that, and I'm going to squash it. Y'all wanted the war to continue. You wanted everybody to go after Brother Josh Turner, right? This way you got all these people to go after him. But I figured your punk ass out. But in that picture, I wasn't your enemy at the time. You were my enemy because you were infiltrating Paranormal Roundtable. They done through the red carpet for your old ass. They fed you, took care of you and your old lady. And your mission, I know you're working for somebody else. If you really connect the dots, I already know who it is you were working for. Because you're not no damn mastermind, you're just a pawn. I've been knowing who you're working for. And they're right there too. The people you're working for, they're right there, not too far away from where your booth was. Just because Brother Judge Turner brings different spiritual aspects of things, right? You didn't want that kind of coalition because you wanted to stick with that Bigfoot or any kind of cryptid or flesh beings. And that's part of your buddies, the good old boys that are with you. I'm not in their group no more. That's all I can tell you because they're putting me out because of the good old boy Larry, right? Because he's in there. But it was all of y'all in cahoots that were coming against Brother Josh Turner because you were the good old boys. I done figured you out a long time ago, man. You know, there was a book that somebody gave me. That's you read this book, you'll understand of what I'm talking about. Man, I've been doing spiritual warfare for 53 freaking years. I don't need no book. I don't need to read nobody's book to understand what's out there in the spirit world. I don't need to read nobody's book to understand somebody's demeanor. But in that picture, you was already infiltrating against the Turners. You was already plotting, and the plan didn't work. The plan didn't work. You know why? Because Jesus Christ is in control. That's why it didn't work. I'm speaking the truth right now. So the only thing you can do, Barden, the only thing you can do is get pissed off like you always do, cuss, because we done figured you out. Brother Josh Turner actually has a good heart, you know, because he said, "You're my friend." Yeah, he invested money in you. You screwed him out of money, right? You screwed him out of money. That's enough. That's not a good friend. Screwing out of money. You're laughing about it because you're laughing about it, even though that you already knew what your mission was, what you're going to try to do. Y'all were trying to destroy and start PRT. You were pre-celebrating already when they stopped doing the show, and I continued. So I started getting targeted because you wanted everybody to get eliminated. Anybody that was bringing the spiritual aspect of things into the cryptic community, you wanted everybody out. But guess what? You and all your brotherhood of the coyote or the brotherhood of the possum, I'll say it like that. The brotherhood of the possum wasn't going to stop me from doing my spiritual works because I walk with Jesus and I love Jesus. And those are the works that I do. I'm obedient to the Heavenly Father. But yes, y'all's plan backfired. It backfired big time. I just wanted to share that photo. It's probably going to piss you off when you see me holding this photo. You say that I'm this, I'm that, whatever. That you can do this and do that. Trust me, Barton. You don't want a piece of see us. I was hurting that day. Matter of fact, when I took this picture. I mean, would it make it? You can respond to me. I'm gonna. I think I figured it out why they target me. And I'm gonna say it right now. And it goes to the brotherhood of the coyote or the brotherhood of the possum. I'm gonna say something to y'all right now. Would if I were to do something with the title of my show, this is to the people. I'm talking not to the pawns. I'm talking to the people in charge of the people that believe in Bigfoot. Would it make a difference if I were to do something that you would leave me uh, paranormal roundtable and all this other spiritual, or should I say, these other groups alone? If I were to change the name of spiritual and cryptid encounters, because I think that's what pisses you off because I got cryptid in there. So I just want a response. I don't even care if it's a fake profile that responds to me through my messenger. If I were to take cryptid, this is a peace offering from me and from those that are affiliated with me as my friends. If I were to change the name cryptid, take it out of spiritual encrypted encounter and call it something else, would you put a stop to all the harassment and take control of the boy that's affiliated with you with Dirty Ike? I'm making that peace offering that I will take cryptid off of spiritual encrypted encounters and name it something else. I'll take cryptid out of the way, but you have to come to an agreement that you will not. You take control of the people that are affiliated with you. Stop messing with me. Stop messing with around the table. But I'm thinking that's what's bothering y'all because it got cryptid in there, which, to me, I believe in the DDN. So I'll replace cryptid with something else. I already know what I want to replace it with. So I'm making that, because if it's messing up your business by I'm not here to turn people against y'all in any kind of way, shape, or form because people are going to believe what they're going to believe in. I'm just trying to do the works that I do, right? But it was the Bigfoot community that attacked me first. I do forgive people, so I'm making this peace treaty right now. I'll take cryptid away from spiritual encrypted encounters, but you got to put your word on it that y'all leave paranormal on table alone. You take uh, control of your lab dogs or your pawns. Stop messing with paranormal on table. That's the only way I will change cryptid. See, because y'all attacked me and my Facebook got permanently deleted. That I had to start everything. So y'all started it first. But to me, I'm a forgiving kind of guy. Uh, that's the offer that I'm putting on the table. You'll take it if you want to, because I know that it bothers y'all because that's what you're all about. You're cryptid hunters. Y'all have supposedly experience. The experience that you have, I've experienced also. I've been fighting spirits since I was 3. I was in the military for 10 years, so I have my experience also. You know, Brother Just Runner was trying to get everybody to unite together so we can come out to a conclusion what the things are that are out there, and which that's what I've been doing. I've been fighting them for a long time. Maybe he was already targeting Brother Just Turner because uh, that's one of the things that triggered Larry uh, when he's talking about what was the thing that Brother Just Turner was the Anunnaki. I mean, it's there. It's there. The Anunnaki's there. They're called something else. They're called Apakulu also. So that triggered y'all from the cryptic community, right? Because he was talking about the Anunnaki. I remember when he would talk about the Anunnaki. So it triggered y'all also, right? But what's really triggering y'all? If we talk about the Anunnaki, or if I talk about the Nephilim, disembodied demonic Nephilim, what does it trigger you? Is it because what you believe in that is a Bigfoot? It's not a Bigfoot. That it could be demonic, the DDN, uh, something dealing with the witchcraft necromancy from the Anunnaki, or even that from the Watchers. But I'll leave it up to y'all. I don't care if you come with a fake profile Well, I don't care if it's the representative of your Bigfoot guy, the tall one, the one, you know, you know who you are. Uh, Send me a message. I'll take. I don't go to Bigfoot conferences or nothing like that. I'll take cryptid off if this was pissing you off. But y'all targeted me before I even had spiritual and cryptid encounters. Y'all targeted me when I had positive spiritualists, in which then I changed it to spiritual and cryptid encounters because it was the cryptid community that attacked my channels. But I'll do that. But if y'all going to continue to play the games that y'all do, booting people out of your groups because you don't fall in line to the good old boys, the good old boys of the possum, you know. But I'm willing to change my name, spiritual, take away cryptid, if that's what's bothering y'all. But I'm not going to stop to do what I do. I'm going to take the name out if that's what's bothering y'all. The cryptozoologist and crypto, the footprint cast guys and all this crap, But I will take cryptid off. That's what's really triggering y'all. But I think it's a lot more than that. I think it's more of you just want us out completely from the community because we're bringing the spiritual aspect of it, and people are waking up, and it's pissing y'all off. I mean, because the only thing y'all got is people dressing costumes, pretending to be Bigfoot, AI Bigfoots, and you got no proof or nothing. I got proof here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters of what I say, of what they are, because I capture them. I got footage. Yeah, y'all done a lot of bad things. And, another thing is, I know y'all don't want us talking about y'all women, but when you disrespect our women, then it becomes one of the things where it's mano a mano, man up, right? Y'all did that. We didn't disrespect y'all's women first. You're disrespecting everybody else's woman. There's affiliated in PRT or friends of PRT. Y'all started it because that's what you're all about, right? You pretend you're good peoples. You remember, you can boot somebody up. You can hide them, but they're probably still there. But it is what it is, right? No, I had figured out Cluffington already way before that. I had figured out Cluffington when he came and apologized to me, saying that he was the one that was instigating a lot of the things. Because you're an instigator, Cluffington. That's what you do. You're a troublemaker. You instigate things because that's what you do. So if that's what you do and you continue to do it, then your apology, if I would have taken it, was a freaking lie. It was a laugh to my face. It's like you're telling me you're apologizing, but in all reality, you're still gonna do the bullshit that you do. That's why I'm glad I never took your apology. And I told you, there's no need for you to apologize. I don't even know who you are. What was between me and Brother Wolf stayed between me and Brother Wolf. We're at peace. We squashed it. And I just walked away. I didn't apologize to you or take your apology, but I knew you were tightened. Yeah, I know, man. Brother Just Turner is a good guy. I know that this fucker here, Barton, whatever, that he was putting stuff in his head, and many other people that say, "Hey, get rid of that Sias guy, that spiritual encrypted encounters. He's giving us a bad reputation and all this stuff, because they knew, well, in a sense of a way, they're trying to get rid of me because I could figure out things, right? Just like I figured out the Vultinator. They said he was in the military. When I looked at him and I heard him talking, I knew he was full of shit. I said, "That's no person. That guy ain't in no military. He was never in no military. I could tell. I told everybody, nah, he's lying. He wasn't in the military, and I was right. I could tell somebody's demeanor. That's why they're whispering and brother Josh's, and they probably still whispers stuff to him till this day. Can't trust those fuckers because they're full of shit. They're liars. So they're probably tell him, man, what's your biggest concern? Abe said this and this. And you're lying, Bart. I never said nothing about nothing of what you said to Josh Turner because you're a compulsive liar. You're gonna be a piece of shit, and you're never gonna change. If I have something to say to somebody, I'll say it to them directly. Just like I'm saying things to you right now here on my channel. Uh, the one that's been what you're trying to do is eliminate me to be out of the picture, so I can play more games with brother Josh Turner, get him what he's down. That's what you were trying to do. Well, that's what you're trying to do right now. The only thing I'm going to say to you is brother Josh Turner doesn't stand alone. Of course, he's got his personal friends, but he's also got brother Abe Cias, Soren Cias here in Temple, Texas. The only thing I can say to you, Barton, with your games and your pawns, the people that are affiliated with you, even all the way to the people in charge of you, y'all can go fuck yourselves. Well, yeah, I've been meaning to do something like that, a long time before this, but they're just mad because you see, I'm a good guy. I've always been a good guy, and I felt that what they did to me and brother Josh Turner to go up against each other, that wasn't right. I know, you know, brother Josh Turner is a tough guy. I'm a tough guy. That's how we are. You know, somebody who wants to man up or whatever. We're not going to back away from a fight or whatever. But I knew that it was being instigated. I started figuring it out. David from Texas was the one instigating me. There was somebody else, but that person left. They didn't want to do nothing with David from Texas. So I know he wasn't part of that, which I still keep him on my friends list. But I know David from Texas for sure. We had a conversation, me and David from Texas, because he was the only one left. From all the friends I had, the little bit of friends I had, he was the only one left. And he's like, how come I'm the only one here now? How come I'm your only friend left? And I said, well, it don't take a genius to figure it out, David. Is like, what do you mean? I said, well, I've been seeing all the things you've been doing. I've seen that you've been asking questions and you relay those questions to somebody else that you're infiltrating. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, well, you're the one. You're the last one here is because you're the guy that's been infiltrating me all this time. And you're affiliated with the people that are coming up against me because you're not my friend. You're my enemy. You know what he said to me? He said, "Oh man, you got me." That's what he said. That's what he said to me. "Oh man, you got me." And then he said, "So what's going to happen?" I said, "Well, uh, what's going to happen is you're not going to be my friend because after this conversation, that's the last conversation we'll ever have. I'm going to unfriend you, and I'm going to block you, and you have yourself a good life." And that was it. Right? I did exactly what I said. I said I was going to do. We're at the conference. I seen him at the conference, at the PRT conference in Fort Worth. After Clumpton told me he was going to he apologize, and I didn't take his apology because I didn't even know who the hell he was. I started walking. I took like maybe 10 steps, and Dave from Texas jumped in my path. He didn't look as big as he used to look. He lost a lot of weight, and he had a little smile on his face, and he stood right in front of me. I guess he thought I was gonna do something to him, or maybe that's what he wanted. So I just looked at him and went right around him like he didn't even exist. You know, that's one thing about me. I can be cool with people, but at the same time, I can ignore people. So I know he was there because he was already talking crap uh, about to Sister Bettina because he was affiliated with Roy Stubblefield. But the look that I gave him a certain look. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes she just gave him a certain look. The certain look that he gave him was like, if you stay here too long, something might happen to you. That's the look I gave him because you know what he did. You know, it's always a price to pay, right? So that certain look that I gave to him, he took off instead. I gave him a certain look. He took off instead. Um, no, of course, we know what happened to him. He's not here amongst Earth anymore. You know, it is what it is. You know, but I believe he was one of the other guys that was affiliated with all these people. Same people that are with the roast camp because they're all together. Oh yeah. Well, honestly, I'm thinking that the Austin Hammer, it's a person that lives in Austin for sure. Is a person that contacted me. I believe the Austin Hammer account. I mean, it could be a Barton because he believes in Thor, but there was an individual that lives in Austin, or that his wife is from Austin also, and there would be Art Bars. I'm thinking he's the one that is talking about the Austin Hammer because he's from his wife was from Austin. He's from Austin. I don't know if they live there no more, but at that time they were living there because he had moved to Austin. Yeah, but I seen a picture of our Bars. You know, he was always sending me messages talking about he wants to. He was always asking me messages of what's going on about the beef and all this stuff. But he was another one that was infiltrating. No difference than Dana Ortega. But I had already deleted Dana Ortega about a year before that when I felt that she was a bruja. But yeah, they're all in cahoots. Art Vars is Austin Hammer. You could tell there's a little bit of sugar in his tank, man. I seen a picture. There's a certain picture of him, man, that makes me wonder that he might have some sugar in his tank. He does have a motorcycle. Uh, I mean, that place is a biker bar, right? I don't think Farden has a motorcycle, uh, but Art Bars has a motorcycle, so it's a biker bar or biker. I don't know if it's a biker bar or a homosexual bar. I mean, we've seen Barden how he looked. I mean, to me, it might be both of them. You know, when I seen Barden in his little skinny tights, yeah, he looked gay as hell, man. In those photos, wearing leotards. He looked like had sugar in his tank. I wonder in that picture if he's wearing pantyhose. He probably is wearing pantyhose underneath those jeans that he's wearing. Maybe he's wearing those leotards from back in the day. I don't know. Short farted. Oh my god. Yeah, I got a picture on. Look, I'm gonna show a picture. I think I got a download a picture of Art Bars. He's trying to infiltrate, trying to get close to me. He said he wanted to come and investigate with me, try to be my buddy. But I knew he was full of crap. Let's see, I got a photo of him here somewhere. I might have deleted it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, there's something about that guy. I mean, I seen a photo that to me, he's married to Susie, right? Susie Bars. There was a certain photo there that to me something wasn't right with this photo. When I seen it, that I felt that he got some sugar in his tank. I'm gonna share it with y'all. I believe this guy that even though he's married to Susie Bars, that I think Susie is the man of the relationship. Honestly, there's something there that's not right. I'm gonna share it with y'all. You're seeing it live here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. That I feel that there's something ain't right with this guy. Here we go. There you go. Look at this photo, man. Something just doesn't seem right to me in this photo. And it's supposed to be the other way around, where he's supposed to be hugging his wife. Look at his face. Something ain't right with this photo. This is the photo I'm talking about in general. There's something ain't just right. It seems like he got sugar in his tank. That's how I feel when I seen this photo of him, and he don't even look like that. You know, it's I don't know how old this photo is, but yeah, it looks like he got sugar in his tank. So that's why I was saying that I think he's the Austin Hammer because he likes getting hammered in the ass. Martillazos. Martillazos en el ano. Martillazos en el ano. I think there's a song that says in Spanish it's called Martillazo en el ano. Martillazo en el ano, which stands for hammered in the ass. Hammered in the ass. There you go. Here's a photo in general that I think that he is the Austin Hammer because his wife is from Austin. He's from Austin. Then all of a sudden he jumps up and starts talking shit about me, starts talking shit about Josh Turner in the Roach camp. So there you go, Art Rars, if you're listening. Fuck you, maricon. Martillazos en el ano. Martillazos en el ano. That means hammer in the ass. Hammer in the ass. There's a song. I'm gonna put that picture and I'll play it. Martillazo en el ano. Martillazo en el ano because you are the Austin Hammer. There you go. He likes getting hammered in the ass because he is the Austin Hammer. That's where he showed up and he's talking. Oh, they never figure out I'm the one getting hammered in the ass. Yeah, I know you like getting hammered in the ass. Look at the picture. You don't believe me? Let me see something here. Since you were talking shit about me, you're the Austin Hammer because you like getting hammered in the ass. Martillazo en el ano. Martillazo en el ano. Martillazo en el ano. So you jump on there figuring that, oh, I'm going to make the president and all because I am the guy that likes getting hammered in the ass. Austin Hammer. You make your presence known in the Roach camp, talking shit about me, talking shit about Josh Turner because you are the guy that likes getting hammered in the ass, bitch. Look at him. He's there like a little bitch. Look at this old lady with a big old smile on her face. It's like, ooh, I'm going to hammer him some more in the culo. I'm gonna get him tonight. He probably plays a song, Hammer Time. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Hammer Time. Hammer Time. Oh. Because I'll be doing a little dance with it and get him in the culo. It's probably what he's got affiliated with Barton. He likes Coca Cola. You know what cola stands for in Spanish? Anybody. Does anybody know what cola stands in Spanish? Where's Sister Madeline? She understands. That's what they have in common. He's the Austin Hammer, and Barton, Coca Cola. Cocaína. You like cocaína. And cola. Cola means ass. He likes it up the ass. And Barton likes his Coca-Cola. There's another person that's affiliated with him. You put it together, it makes sense. Who's a supposedly roofer guy? Roofer, who stands for roofies. But then you got he's a roofer. Martillazo, that's another hammer guy. So you got those kind of hammers, that like getting hammered, literally hammered. What happens in the LBL stays in the LBL, eh? Martillazo en el culo. Bueno, martillazo en el ano. Martillazo. I'm just saying, man. Hey, we seen the picture of Barton, man. Who's got the picture of Barton, how he was dressed, with those freaking leotards. Oh my God. It's beginning to make sense. The picture This picture speaks a lot of words here. Are you listening, Artie? Martias Alano, you're listening? That's what happens when you put Brother Abe Cias in your, well, I ain't going to say it, put you in your mouth, but when you have my name in your mouth, right? You probably had a lot of other things in your mouth. But yeah. Right there, I'm just saying. Let me take this full off of here. There we go. Okay. There you go. Here's Bart in his leotards. For those that don't know what I was talking about, there's Bart in his leotards. The thing is, I don't know what it is. Looks like a female. Looks like a guy. Looks like a female. Looks like a guy. You know those rockers? They're like the coca. And only God knows what would happen when they would do the after parties. Barton was doing P Diddy before even P Diddy was born. He was having the P Diddy parties back in the day with the rockers, doing the coca and taking it up the cola. That's why he likes Coca Cola so much. Coca and up the cola. Look at that. What is that, man? Is I think I called it the can trans can transvite can transvite transvestite. Oh no, Ken Tranny. That's what I call it. Ken Tranny. Because he's from Kentucky. But yeah, it definitely looks like I don't know what, like an it. Hey, you were on Barton. Did you have a sword with you at the time? Was you? Oh my God! You know that saying, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." Well, what happens in after parties from rock concerts stays in rock concerts. That's why like Cola, Coca Cola. Coca stands in Spanish. Coca is for cocaine, which he likes doing that. And then cola, well, cola means ass in Spanish. Cola. So I could see how the Austin Hammer, art farts. We got art farts, and that's what they have in common, man. Just calling it out, living it out there. Who the hell is going to wear leotards, man? Well, you were a rocker, farting, or you like getting rocked? You like getting rocked hard. Rocked hard. Is that it? But anyways, brother and sister, it's all good. We had a little bit of fun here towards the end. 3 hours and 31 minutes. I'm just calling it, man. I'm thinking that this thing with the LBL, I think it's called. It's not land between the legs. It's land between the. It's not land between the lakes. It's called land between the legs. That this guy is out there that have issues. You know, serious issues. It's nothing dealing with cryptids. It's nothing dealing with spiritual. It's just what they're about. You know, some nasty people. Mañosos means nasty. But in saying that, brothers and sisters, thank you for those. Yeah, LBL, little bitches lying. Yeah, LBL, little bitches lying uh, on their stomach out there at the LBL. I'm more sure they hear a lot of yells out there, but it's not for no Sasquatch or no Bigfoots. It's their own yells. But certain things will be happening out there. We're not going to get in depth with that. You know, I know if Chris Gayer were here, he'd probably get excited. He's probably been indoctrinated out there at the LBO, so he loves going on between land between the legs, and that's what he's about, right? Chris Gayer. He reminds me of the little the figure that when the movie, what was the name of the movie? Uh, Trying to remember the name of the movie. The movie with the guys that there was like, is it the movie 200 or 300? I can't remember. The movie 200, 300. You know, dealing with those the Spartan guys. Well, Chris Gary reminds me of the Abomination, the one that was trying to join the Spartans. He was trying to join them, but they didn't allow him because it was an abomination. That's what he remind me of. Honestly, you know, when I seen him, the way he was sitting when he was doing a PRT show, you know, because he was trying to get that money. That's what he reminded me of. That guy from that movie. He was like an abomination. He's like he told them how to, betrayed them. You know, that's what he reminded. I just can't remember the name of the character. Yeah, 300. The one that was the abomination that wanted to join the Spartans, but they didn't allow him because he couldn't pick up the shield or the sword. To me, that right there, when I look at that character, the way Chris or Geyer, whatever his name is, was in the show, the way he was looking, that's what he reminded me of the abomination. I just can't remember the name of the character. So then he went with the bad guys, and he went to go tell them info and whatever, you know. Yeah. I'm sorry, folks, that I got out of character because I was trying to stick to Werewolf Wednesday. You know, I just had to speak what I had to speak. But in saying that, is there anything that anybody would like to ask me? Yeah, these people have some serious issues. hopefully they get a life and stop messing with people. That was his name. Let me see if I got a if yeah, the way he was sitting on the bed, the way he was his body was twisted, it reminded me of this. I don't get the one for the movie, but let me see. I can find the one that I just downloaded. Oh, it's not letting me upload that photo right there. Huh. I try to show him, but it won't let me. I sent it to my messenger. It's not letting me get a close up of him, but that's what he remind me of. The way he's standing right there. But in saying that, I'm going to call it a night, folks. Thank you for those that tuned in. I did a late night live because I needed to get. I felt sleepy, so I said, "Let me get some rest." But thank you for those that tuned in for Werewolf Wednesday. Uh, I'll probably have another open mic night tonight for Thursday. I don't know. I just want to say thank you for those that tuned in. It feels like I'm catching a cold, so I don't even know I'm going to be able to do a live tomorrow uh, or later on. But in saying that, brothers and sisters, thank you for those that tune in here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters for World Wednesday. I want to say, always maintain a Heavenly Love Foundation. God bless every single one of y'all. Uh, continue to do you. Don't let nobody stop you from living your life, doing what you do. You know, like that old saying goes, no, nobody's a boss of me. You know, you do yourself. You know, don't let nobody scare you into anything or try to get you to give up on what you're trying to accomplish. Keep on going forward and accomplish what you want to accomplish because it's your life and you can accomplish anything in this world. Stick to what you want to do. Don't let nobody stop you from doing you. Thank you. And saying that, good night, everybody. God bless you. Love, light, and blessings to you and your families. This is Brother HCS signing off from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Soren, see us. Everybody have a blessed day.